Alison Peggin. I'm Head of Accessibility at GDS, but I've been really into accessibility for about 10 years now. I'm organiser of the London Accessibility Meetup. I'm really excited to have Barclays on board, sponsoring us, and hopefully making these really big, exciting events.
Well, my name is Laura Carvajal. I work at the Financial Times. I'm a senior developer there. I've been there for about a year and a half, and I work on several things, including accessibility. I think it's really a really good place, not just to learn about theory on accessibility, but just to see how it's being done in industry. Thanks, Al, and thanks to Barclays for having me here. It's an honor for me to be here and just telling you a little bit about how it's gone for us at the Financial Times working with accessibility. And we had this very old website that we replaced with this new shiny version we released last October to great success. And we started winning a bunch of awards. We were excelling in performance and security. So one day we decided to have a look at accessibility. Maybe we were excelling at this too, just magically. But unlike performance and security, we had never really put a collective effort into accessibility. So to no surprise, we weren't very good. We can split disability roughly into 4 categories: physical, visual, hearing, and cognitive. The closed captions that benefit a deaf person will also benefit any one of us on that spectrum. And I like to say any one of us because each and every one of us spend time on that spectrum during our daily lives. So because you may have other reasons why you want to watch that breaking news video without audio. So it's kind of like you know, if you're feeding a baby, you don't want to make any noise. So whatever reason you may have, you benefit from that as well. But as far as permanent disabilities go, there are about 1 billion people in the world with disabilities. That's about 15% roughly of the population. And when you factor in where your user base is in the world and other demographics, you will get a clearer picture of what that number is for your business or for your product. So for us, that worked out to be potentially 26% of our users. Pali is an open source tool that can check your HTML, you can check your markup it can detect some accessibility errors. It doesn't detect everything, but it's a good place to start if you don't have anything yet. There are other tools besides Pali, Axcore, and a few others that kind of do the same thing, but this is what we ran into. We found it very easy to use, very easy to install, so we started with this. So once we did this for all of our apps, it was a great feeling. We really felt like winners because it was really a great moment realizing that no more new auto-detectable errors would make it into production. But we realized that even though people were all for Pali, everyone was aware that we were doing this thing. No one was really actively doing it, just a couple people, myself and another colleague, were just cleaning out all of the apps. But at the time, we didn't really do a good job of explaining exactly how the builds would break, and especially what you had to do when you saw the errors and then how to fix them. So that was the second lesson that we learned. Before you set the build on fire, train people.
An accessibility champion is someone who champions accessibility. You don't have to be an expert, however you do have to be passionate about accessibility and be willing to shout out for this cause. We have over 130 accessibility champions at the BBC. Assistive technology, often shortened to AT, can make devices easier to use and content more accessible for someone with an impairment. Input devices can range from switch devices to braille displays, and computer software can range from screen magnifier, speech recognition, reading solution to screen reader, and more.
We wanted to capture feedback from a range of devices that people were actually using. We had a range of different impairments, so this was to get as much feedback from people with many different perspectives as possible. The types of feedback were covering what we were doing well, what was causing difficulty for some, and also suggested improvements.
But after the research sessions were conducted, we sent out an online survey in which we asked observers a few short questions. Were we right? Had levels of awareness increased in the department? As a result of observing the research, do you feel more informed about assistive technology and how someone with an impairment might use this? So 10% said no, and a whopping 90% said yes.
Thank you so much for coming. Can I say another big thank you to Barclays for sponsoring the event.
The thing I loved most was that, so I've been to lots of events where good people have been at the front and lots of chairs have been empty out in the hall. So many people wanted to come to this event they couldn't get in. That was great. So the whole organisation, the whole mobilisation and enabling people to understand why they wanted to be here. People wanted to be here. Hopefully they had a great evening. So even more next time.